you got a lot of damn nerves to be in the face of American people saying for numerous administrations, Iran is a problem. They have to be dealt with. Iran's a problem. They have to be dealt with. And then this man deals with them, and then all of a sudden you're complaining about him now. Right. It doesn't really make sense. It's a lack of consistency.
Would you take a track money? We're going to have midterm elections very soon. Yeah. Now, here's the stats that are important. 7 in 10 people say tariffs have cost them money. Food is up 2.9% since January. Household debt up 4%. Right. Utilities up 6%. Yeah. Obamacare subsidies cut 22 million people. The Democrats are not going to win this election. The Republicans are going to lose it. There's a difference between not winning and losing, okay? The Democrats can't not win this because of all this that's going on. But that's kind of...
The Democrats can't not win this?
Not the
Democrats?
Not the midterms.
They've invented ways to lose.
Not the midterms.
Just come to No Kings. Bring 5 friends. Bring people who haven't...
How do you feel about the... I'm Persian, so I support Donald Trump.
I don't understand why these people would do this every single time. These Hollywood actresses are on their way to demonstrate today against Trump and what is currently going on. I saw this clip. I had to just laugh all through because they have done this several times and nothing seems to change. When you look at the beginning of this video, you can clearly see Stephen A. Smith made it clear the hypocrisy is alarming. For a very long time, Democrats advocate for this. Because it is Trump, immediately they stand against it. That should tell you something.
Don't just come to No Kings. Bring 5 friends. Bring people who haven't gone to before. No Kings is like a first step. You know, it's like reaching out a hand and saying, come on, there's room for everybody here. You'll have fun. You'll meet new people.
Yes. And you can while doing it. Listen, get out there and No Kings it. Arrive with 5. Don't go anywhere alone in these autocratic streets. Arrive with 5 No Kings, because guess what? We are the United States of America, and we don't do kings.
Oh, good. Sorry, I think that's it. See you there. See you there. I'm like...
You know, Jane Fonda is actually everywhere on social media lately. And just for these reasons, demonstrate, do this, do that, do that. Now, they are calling people to come on the street, bring 5 people. At some point, it is embarrassing to see this Hollywood actress continue to embarrass herself like this. Now, taking a look at Don Lemon, he interviewed one guy. His response was brilliant. Don Lemon thought he could trick this guy in actually saying things against the president, but he was shocked.
How do you feel? I'm Persian, so I support Donald Trump. I fully 100% support Donald Trump.
So you said you're Persian, but there's no imminent threat to the United States, and people here, most people here
I'm biased,
are not.
Right? I'm obviously biased because I'm...
You see, this is what irritates me, and this is actually what's one of the problems with the Democrat Party, or Democrats, the modern Democrats today. They care more literally about fighting and opposing what Donald Trump is doing than what is good for the country as a whole. He and many people love to say, well, there's no immediate threat to the United States. So what they're essentially saying is, hey, even though there's not an immediate threat, let's wait until there's a super threat and it's going to be very costly for us to do something about it. Then let's do something about it. That's the logic he has. Instead of dealing with the problem when it's not very costly to us. And I'm saying not very costly as a whole to the country. Yes, but we're talking about around 10 compared to possibly thousands in the future. So it's not to make light of the soldiers who have lost their lives, but when you're governing a country, you have to look at the bigger picture. And what we're doing to Iran right now is beneficial to Republicans and Democrats alike. Democrats want to go out and try to get public opinion against it because Trump is doing it. Again, Democrats don't really have a platform of their own. They have a platform of opposing Donald Trump. And that's what's annoying about what he's saying. Well, there's no immediate threat. Okay, are you able to look past what's right in front of your nose? They were enriching uranium up past 60%. Then they let the world know, and they were developing them as fast as they could. They chant America and they see terrorism as a way of doing things. Why would we want them to have new? What sense does that make? If you logically think about it, if you even just put politics aside, again, this isn't about Republican or Democrat. It's about America. And that's what's so annoying is they're trying to politicize it. Well, there was no immediate threat. That's their own. Notice how he did not say there is no threat. Again, what they're essentially saying is let's wait till there's a much bigger threat and they're much harder to deal with and it will cost us much more in terms of resources and American lives. Let's deal with it then. That is stupid. It's like if you have the money to pay off a credit card, that's like saying, well, just pay the minimum for 3 years and let it build up and triple and quadruple what you owe and then pay it. Stupid. But logic and what benefits America doesn't matter as long as we can oppose Donald Trump.
What do you see as the future of the Republican Party? I know that you're a Republican. I know you come from a Republican family, a great family. What do you see as your place in the Republican Party, and what do you see the Republican Party going forward?
That's a great question. I grew up with a lot of conservative values, many that I still hold close to my heart.
Give us one.
Conservative values?
Yeah, give me one.
Well, I think it depends on what you view the government's role is. And I think our country's only as healthy as a healthy two-party system. I want the Democratic Party to figure out how to beat Trump again. I want the Republican Party to figure out.
I agree with that. I'm not a conservative, and I agree with that.
No, she was saying the role of government.
No, I was saying that
you believe in small government.
I believe in a small government. But the point I'm trying to make is I don't check every single box of whatever. I don't even know what the party is today. It's the Trump. I don't fit in the Trump party.
Maybe you're an independent like
At this point, I want them to stop what they're doing. They are sending people in.
You should know better than anybody.
Yes, better than anybody. And yet when you listen to, stop looking so angry.
That's what I was trying to say.
You know?
Just to clarify, we have the best. They're doing what they're told, and that's why I say they are the best of us.
That's why nobody's angry with that.
It is boring at some point when I see them do this. You know, the kind of narrative that they are struggling to craft about this whole situation is something a lot of people understand. Even CNN is actually not happy.
You know, sometimes you look at the polling data and there are numbers that just jump off the screen at you, and this is one of those. Because just take a look here. MAGA GOP view of Trump. Approve 100%, 100%. And if you are a member of MAGA and the GOP, you approve of Donald John Trump 0%.
I actually love what this lady on The View said here. Democrats should stop being obsessed with Trump. They should struggle to figure out how to win him, because all this ranting every single day about Trump is not helping them in any way. For many years, they have been doing this, struggling to create, trying to lock him, trying to do, so many things. At the end of the day, they still don't get him. So when I see them continue to spew this every single time, it gets crazy. Like now, when you look at posts like this, saying, oh, majority of the MAGA movement is in support of what he is doing. Democrats don't like to see that kind of news. Yeah, he actually had to play this here. That should tell you something. I don't want to talk much about this. I just wanted you to see what is going on. I want to appreciate people supporting, sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clips at the end, that is for the YT algorithm. You can always skip.
This is a sick person in the first.
I was there, and it was as horrific as I thought it would be.
She wasn't the only one. Look at SOT 35, CNN's Abby Phillip.
But he utilized almost like these game show type moments where you're seeing awards being presented.
They're just so disgusting.
Of course, he chose Amy Coney Barrett for the bench. She was one of the justices who did not vote in his favor and did not shake her hand there, ruled against.
Oh, these little drama queens. Here's the video. He shook everyone's hand. Everyone. There's the Chief Justice. He did shake Elena Kagan. Here goes Brett Kavanaugh. And there's Amy Coney Barrett. All of them got their hands shaken, to the point where they had to come back on the air and say this in SOT 33.
But we should point out as he walks in, he's pretty close to the justices again as he comes down on the floor, that he did shake their hands there this evening. There were a couple of shots that they showed, one of them making it very clear, including Amy Coney Barrett.
They thought they had such a juicy moment. No, that's not what happened at all.
To get here and to press this country to
Those two
I think they took his bait.
Can take away from the joyous moment as all Americans. And why are they putting a medal?
Oh, he's already under scrutiny for 1,000 reasons. Viral Patel posted this on X.
People on the left are absolutely losing their minds.
Because now it's our job.
I get suspicious when anybody, whether it's
No one should be above scrutiny.
I think that Whoopi Goldberg, you might want to think.
Isn't their whole testimony?
Don't use it as a platform.
Person's home.
In such emotional turmoil.
And Republicans on both sides,
So amazing.